Why is it that no matter what you do, your watch times just won't increase fast enough? The good news is there is one thing that will make your watch times jump like crazy. And that one thing is to make videos that get watched longer. To get more watch time, you need to make videos that get watched longer. That's your advice. But actually, he's right. And the biggest reason people find it so hard to increase their watch times is because they're not actually looking in the right places to learn how to do this, because YouTube is not the king of holding people's attention for vast amounts of time in one session. Movies, however, and actually sci-fi films in particular, well, they are. So by the end of this video, it's my goal to give you a new understanding of how getting more watch time actually works, and how making longer videos could possibly be the worst thing to do to get more watch time, and what you can learn from Hollywood, the champions of this metric, to get viewer durations that start to make Avatar look like a short film. And the place to start with epic watch times? Interest. Hollywood is amazing at generating interest. I mean, how many times in your life have you turned up to the cinema and chosen a movie at random to watch that you've never heard of? Probably never. And if you have, you daredevil you. So with cinema, we make a decision that we're going to give a movie our time and attention because we've seen the trailer and thought, I'm interested in devoting my time to watching that. Probably less formal in your own head. You need to make sure people will be interested in your video before they devote the time to watch it. Because if someone has an interest in your content, they will by default be prepared to give it more time than someone who is only a little bit interested. The next thing we can steal from movies is the journey. This is very, very important. Every film in history of films follows exactly the same system, actually apart from Memento. And that is that films have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And they all take viewers on a journey. So it's the beginning's job to hook a viewer, the middle to fill out the story and keep people glued to the screen, and the end to wrap it all up and turn the whole thing into a really positive experience, one to be remembered ideally. Let's start by looking at the beginning first. Films always start the same way to hook a viewer. An actor doesn't just stand there and say, in this film I'm going to tell you a story about a man in a tuxedo fighting bad guys who eventually gets the girl, but he's cold and dead and angry inside. Now that would ruin the film, and it's not a hook. It's just saying what the title of the video is again. So what do films do? Well, they tend to jump straight into the story, don't they? And the best intros you'll ever see don't always make it crystal clear what's happening, but they are made in a way that makes you want to find out what exactly is going on. And that's kind of the key here. Your intro's job is to make someone want to find out more, but again, it's easier said than done. The simplest way to do this is to make an intro your viewer relates to really fast, so they say, I do that, or yeah, I totally get that, or yeah, that's so true. One option is to start with the problem your viewers might have that drew them to your content. You're going to know what this is because in step one, you will have worked out the thing that really interests them. And then instead of just saying it, you want to show it. This is so important for watch time. Show, don't tell. It will change your intro forever. So here's an example. You make a video about baking. The video is called How to Make the Best Sponge Cake. So the uninspiring way to start this video would be to say, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make the best sponge cake. Or if you'd establish that actually a lot of people have tried to make this cake, but they really struggle to do it because it's hard, you could use the problem method where you simply show an awful looking cake and you say, if your sponge cakes are looking like this, by the end of this video, my 5 fixes are going to have it looking like this. So can you see the difference there? The problem method shows the viewer the exact issue they came to the video with. And it's like, oh, this is for me. And saying you're going to make the best cake, it doesn't necessarily tell them you've got the answers they're looking for. The next thing to learn from cinema is the middle. Using a baking video as an example, the main steps are just going to be baking a cake. Now your video might not be so instructional, so you need to spend the time planning to make sure that your content isn't just disjointed. People leave the topic their viewers really care about, and even doing this for just 10 seconds could be enough for them to hit back and tail off. If you can make a video that flows seamlessly from one point to the next without repetition or tangents and always focuses on that thing that your viewers really care about deep down, it will make the viewer feel like time's actually passing quite fast. So when planning